All right, we're in round 2. I'm going to keep this hand. No black mana, no white mana, obviously, but we've got 1,000 Winds. I feel like it's okay. Not a great hand, but we're on the draw, and it's certainly an acceptable hand. All right, land is fine. So currently, 1,000 Winds into a turn 5 Surveyor. Not the most aggressive start, but at least we're not being pressured at the moment, although we'll see what we're up against, because I am certainly curious. All right. Sultai Charm. Well, that'll be good when I find one of my black mana. For now, I think we're just going to slam 1,000 Winds and pass. Yeah, I don't want to trade off my 1,000 Winds, so I think we're just going to take a bit of abuse here. Merrick Nightblade. Alright, well, unfortunately, pretty slow start as it turns out. So next turn I'm likely just going to have to, well, I guess if that's the best he's, ooh, Falconer's pretty nasty though. Yeah, I might have to bust out the old Surveyor here. There's an Ojutai that I cannot currently play. All right, let's bust out Surveyor. This is actually interesting because Savage Punch would be better. No, I've gotta bounce Nightblade, I think. It's more expensive and it just makes more sense in my mind. So next turn I can at least Water Whirl, and if I draw one more land, I'm at least in 1,000 Winds territory. So I've got stuff that's going to be keeping me busy for a while. So any land draw is going to help at least get us to 1,000 Winds Savage Punch territory. And Surveyor is just so good at tempo. And it looks like if he doesn't have the Plains follow-up, that'd be really helpful. Not that I still would be unable to Savage Punch, but just not outlasting here would be really nice. And if I could leave all my mana up, because then it leaves the illusion that I have, that I am able to unmorph my 1,000 Winds, even though I'm not. I would trade a Morph for a Surveyor, yeah. Surveyor for a Morph, rather. So he misses his land drop, which is definitely beneficial to us. I guess he already missed it, and I probably should have noticed that. But so now we're at least at 1,000 Winds flip territory, and we can leave up Water Whirl. So I guess we attack with the Surveyor. See how he swings. Could have Feet of Resistance, I guess. Swinging with everything. No, I don't like that. I think we're going to bust the Water Whirl here. Although, no, I guess I think I take it. Because then I can just use 1,000 Winds next turn. Or maybe he uses something crazy here. Who knows? All right, so I took quite a bit of damage, granted, but next turn I get to flip up 1,000 Winds and flip everything. I almost want to, like, I wish I could do it now and get my Surveyor back, because that would be so good. But let's just flip up the old 1,000 Winds now. At least see what I'm bouncing. Alright, whatever. I mean, it sucks, but whatever. So, what did he lose? Let's see what his morph is. Abzan Guide. Oof. It's a good morph for my opponent to have, to be sure. Not having 1,000 wins is also a big bummer for Savage Punches, which are currently unplayable. But I do have Water Whirl, which is pretty good tempo-wise. And 1,000 Wins did his job there still. It cost me a turn. It cost basically, for 7 mana, bounce all your creatures, take a Reach of Shadows out of your hand, and put it in your graveyard. I'd say it's a pretty fair exchange. Especially considering he's missing land drops and has had a clunky start. I'm going to have to find some way to deal with Abzan Guide, but I'll figure that out. Skullkeeper's actually kind of dangerous, but I'm going to play it regardless. I guess I could just attack with Surveyor, use Water Whirl. But kind of want the Skullkeeper at the same time. Let's see if we lose both our white mana here. Black mana too, I guess. Archer and Incremental Growth. Well, those would have been good consecutive draws, but they don't find us our white mana, and yeah. Alright, maybe his best play is Outlast plus his Morph, in which case Water Whirl is going to be pretty amazing. He's got 8 cards in his hand too, so geez. At least I didn't. The fact that I didn't mill any black or white mana is really nice, actually. I think that means we're going to have much better odds of drawing them. There's a Feral Cruciak. That's actually just a really amazing draw here, since now we can play it plus Savage Punch his Morph and get in for 6, which is just huge. So this is actually just really nice. So now with the Water Whirl, we're just in a really tight spot. That Cruciak was... This card has just been really good for me in the format, considering it's such a ordinary looking vanilla creature. I do have to say, Feral Cruciak has played really well. I mean, we straight up just have lethal now. We get to just Water Whirl on our turn and win. Oh, I guess that does buy him time. Okay. Ooh, there's our Ojutai fixer. Alright. Well, I can't... Well, I guess that technically I could 2-for-1 myself. I think I'm going to actually do it, because it lets me get in for 5, and I'm playing Ojutai next turn, so I'm going to be busy anyway. So let's just fight his Nightblade, get in for 5. Granted, it's a 2-for-1 on myself, but I still feel like it's okay. If I didn't have a Water Whirl Ojutai in my hand, I would be less inclined to do that. But for some reason, him having a 3/4 Death Touch and being able to Outlast plus maybe Savage Punch my Cruciak, I feel like just putting him on the hyper defensive here. Yeah. Like him using a Rite of the Serpent there. Now I've got Ojutai follow-up that he's got to deal with. I mean, granted he can. He's got a grip full of cards, but Ojutai is a pretty big threat. Oh, geez. So my opponent does just have oodles of removal, unfortunately. Reach of Shadows, Douse and Gloom, Rite of the Serpent, Smite the Monstrous. Good to know. Very good to know. This would be a good time to draw an untapped black mana. Glacial Stalker, I'll settle for. Now I have Water Whirl and Stalker up, which is nice. Still just 1 point shy of lethal there, which is certainly a bummer. I guess, do I want to leave this morphed? Do I want to Water Whirl? You can play both next turn. I don't think it's time yet. I think we have to play the patient game. So I'm actually just going to unmorph this now. So this is where Sipsig Muck Draggers would not be too bad. So if I attack with Glacial Stalker, he double blocks. He just gets to bounce Falconer. Does force him to bounce Falconer, I guess, if he wants to save his Sabertooth. Otherwise, I'd trade a Stalker for a Sabertooth, which actually seems like a fair exchange. Could have like Kill Shot or something too, I guess. So I think I just trade off a Stalker for a Sabertooth, which I'm okay with. Yeah, and actually, if his best play is bounce the Falconer too, then I'm still okay. I don't lose my guy. He's short a creature now. That still seems really good for me. I'm going to Water Whirl in response. This might seem strange, but I want to preserve my guys. Forces him to stay busy on his turn. I think the sad thing is he still has the mana to play the Falconer and still bounce the Falconer, which is pretty insane. And I can't attack in with the Witness, unfortunately. But all right, another land draw, and still have managed to not find one of our black mana or the Seek the Horizon, sadly. Guess I didn't need to play that land either. Opponent's deck has really insane amount of removal. Pretty impressed. Douse, Right, Smite, Harsh, Reach. It's a lot of removal. Battle Priest too. Jeez. So he's got some really good synergies happening here. Now he's just going to have flying lifelink dudes. It's going to be a pretty good opportunity for him to catch up. This is where Sultai Charm would be really nice if I could cast it. So we'll let him, the one he already knows about. Opulent Palace is in fact a black mana that's helpful. The problem is, I guess we attack with Stalker again. Could have attacked with... Maybe I was supposed to attack with my other morph too. The problem is yeah, I should have attacked with the other morph because he didn't know exactly what he was dealing with. Yeah, so I should have attacked with my witness too. Oh no, I was supposed to put the battle priest first. Well, okay. Actually, I guess if he bounced this, it's still okay, because then he's not gaining life. But he would have killed my stalker, and I wouldn't have been able to kill his Sabertooth, which ultimately I think would have been likely better for him. All right. Well, gonna have to kill the falconer, but being able to instant speed kill the... Ooh, Muck Dragger is actually a good draw too. It brings me back Ojitai. I only have one black mana currently though. Could also bring back 1,000 Winds, but I think Ojitai is the wiser choice. I think I still want to Sultai Charm the end of... Alright, here's what I do. I pass. Although he can bounce with Sabertooth, is that right? Jeez. Sabertooth is so good. This is still okay. Okay, I think I at least know what I'm doing. So he's going to attack with Falconer or Hooded Assassin. I'm going to... I think I actually should attack with Stalker here too, because he may take it. Actually, he may use Sabertooth ability, which would be really good for me. Alright, so now I can kill the Falconer. I think I'm actually going to do that now. I just don't want to give him the luxury. I could actually kill the Sabertooth here too, by the way. But... Oh, okay. So he did do it the interesting way. I'm going to destroy his Falconer here. So he can't bounce it. Could have actually killed the Sabertooth in response to the activation, but I feel like the Falconer is what's going to win him the game here. Wish I could... Yeah, so I should have, I guess, Yeah, I should have reordered it, but... I felt like he was going to do the same thing as he did last turn. Hmm. Oh, I see. Is he going to bounce and replay it? I guess he could do that. Then he can't replay it, I guess, so that's good. But now he can use it again, so I have to be conscious of that. Alright, so we've got a great turn now. We get to go... Guess I can attack with Witness. Trade it off for one of his... Either the Bondkin or the Battle Priest. I think I might do that. Now let's stay back, I guess. I mean, Ojutai is gonna wreck pretty hard here. My opponent's not in a great position to outlast at the moment. So he's got the Hooded Assassin, which means no blockage of the Ojutai here. I will block with the... Actually, I think I actually take it here. Yeah, I'm going to take it. He doesn't kill me with Become Immense. I'm basically just dodging. The only reason I'm not blocking with Muck Draggers is I almost want to crack back now. Alright. Well, first strike lifelink is certainly a problem. Alright. So now he's digging for more removal for our Ojutai. I wish I had a way to protect Ojutai, but I do not. Still has the Hooded Assassin in hand. Is he going to outlast here too? I feel like it's a kind of bold move if he outlasts. Alright, let's get in, I think, with Ojutai plus Witness of the Ages. Leave back the Muck Draggers. Okay. So we'll get in with these two. I mean, if he has Feat of Resistance, we're dead anyway, so I'm not playing around spells at this point. That much should be obvious. So we'll attack with these two. Sabertooth gets tapped down. I can't really comfortably do the Muck Draggers. He just bounces it, I guess, with Sabertooth. But we are getting some damage in with our Ojutai, which is good. Play a backwater and pass. I mean, maybe I was supposed to attack with the Muck Dragger. Yeah, second Reach of Shadows is pretty bonkers that he even has that. It's actually just ridiculous that he has that, but my opponent's deck is clearly stacked to the point of ridiculousness in terms of removal, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. That's just an absolutely obscene amount of removal. Absolutely obscene. Disgusting amount of removal. Double Reach of Shadows, Smite, Harsh Sustenance, Right, Douse and Gloom. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. So now I don't know how I win. I think I just can't win anymore. Him having that much removal in his deck, like I said, is just absurd. I guess I go for the, I'm going to try and win through time, so I have to just grind out a match. Really saddens me inside to say that, so just all around extremely disappointed with the quantity of removal my opponent's deck has. That is just, like I said, absolutely absurd that he has that much. It really is absurd. So my best hope is to grind out my opponent, and I don't think that's going to work very well. So yeah, him having that second Reach of Shadows is just, I'm beyond the point of annoyance at this point. That rattled me. It was so annoying. Just obnoxious that he's got that much. Yeah, really disappointing to lose like this. Really disappointed. After all that work. Just dying to oodles of removal. I don't have a dutiful return either, so I don't know. Seek the Horizon. There you go. There you go. That's a good one. One land left. Beautiful. 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 Guess there's no reason to show him that. Doesn't save me anyway. All right. Well, pretty angry after that game, but that's okay. I think we're doing Disdainful Stroke again. Let's take out the Seek the Horizon again. It worked out for us last time, even when I'm unable to play Ojutai. It still worked out for us, so let's see if we can't make it happen again. Disdainful Stroke seems pretty important. I wish I had more outs to removal, like Secret or something. But what would I bring Secret in for? I don't know. I don't know. Savage Punch seems super dangerous in this matchup. Just hyper dangerous. Not sure how I beat all that removal. I want to dump incremental growth. I think that's just not going to happen. Maybe I run the Secret there instead, but Secret's not even that good. That's the problem. We have one Delve card. So I'm playing Mind Rot. I guess Mind Rot. I mean, Mind Rot's okay. Do I need to bring in... do I need to bring in the Seek the Horizon, is the question. For the Ojutai. Well, Seek the Horizon looked like it was the worst card that was ever printed in that last game. Could not have come at a more inopportune or worse time. No, let's run it like this. See how it does. I didn't add a black mana to my deck, but that's okay. Alright, this hand is at least a good keep. 1 mana away from a banner. Only a 2-land hand, but maybe we can apply a little bit of beats. Or at least win and see how our opponent does on time in game 3. That's something else. No 2-drop, that's nice. So, almost, you know what? I'm actually going to banner. I'm not going to 1,000 wins. I'd rather hardcast my 1,000 wins rather than open him up for even more ways to remove 1,000 wins. Like Douse and Gloom. I don't want it to get Douse and Gloomed, basically. I would much rather it get... I'd much rather him bust other spells to stop it. But I just don't like the idea of 1,000 Winds dying to a spell. Like, that's crazy that he doesn't have anything yet. He's got to have some removal here. Are we going to get End Hostility, really? What is going on? If he had End Hostility, he would have played it there. Yeah. Reach of Shadows is he can only do it on the... That is funny. Well, guess we can do 1,000 Winds now. Could also do the Parapet, I guess. Probably makes more sense. I almost want to drag the game out now, since we're going to guaranteed go to game 3. It's almost a better idea to drain my opponent's clock as much as possible. Like, get into a point where I can guaranteed win with a Parapet. And if he doesn't want to concede, just eating up his clock seems better to me. I think I just pass here. I'm going to start parapeting him. So now I guess I can't flip up my... I think the fact that I'm a mana away from Water Whirl makes this an okay decision, though. Jeez. Yeah, like, as mentioned, my opponent's removal suit is absolutely unreal. Just one of the craziest. That's pretty good. So now I can play... Yeah, I think I play the War Shaman. Because now, then I can start fighting stuff. Or use Water Whirl next turn for win. Glacial Stalker is a pretty good one to manifest. I don't want to trade my manifest for his rats. I'd much rather use Water Whirl. He at least has to use a few pieces of removal here. All right. Okay. That's all right. So now we can just bounce and win, I guess. Like I said, I kind of want to eat up more of the clock, but This is just too good of an opportunity to pass up on to kill him. I mean, alternatively, I can just, to draw this out, I can Stalker fight the Sabertooth. Swing with both. He's got one card left in hand. Like, I feel like I'm gonna win this regardless. I'm using a lot of time too, though. Maybe I do let's just go for the win. I think I'm getting too cute with hoping to get all the time off his clock. All right. So we got game 2. God, my opponent's deck has so much removal and good threats. Typhoid Rats is a new thing I haven't seen before that he's got. So he's just got a lot of good stuff in there. It's just a tough deck to play against. I do think Disdainful Stroke's very good in this match. All right. Yeah, I think I'm geared as best as I can be. Not the best hand, but we will keep it. All right. So I guess the Witness is the first offering to the Bonkin. Looks like he's the one on beatdown now. All right. Really don't want him to just swing at the fences now that I know he's got Dragon Scale Boon. If he's only swinging there, I think I'm going to take it. That's just weird to me. I got sketched out by that. All right, so I guess I could go Banner Punch 2-for-1 myself, but take out the Bonkin. Or I could just go Formless Nurturing. I think I go Formless Nurturing, because if I draw a land, I'll be able to go Banner Charm. So let's go Formless Nurturing. Maybe I should have blocked that morph. I'm going to leave them both back here. I could have attacked with mine, but think I'm double blocking his morph now. Although if he has, yeah, that's Dragon Scale Boon gives it first strike, but he doesn't kill both of my guys. I'm going to double block. But then again, if it's a Pine Walker, I lose both my guys. All right, I'm taking it. Not thrilled about this. All right, well, I guess that's not the worst. A second morph. Well, now we're actually okay. We can at least start doing some Savage Punch action. So let's Banner Savage Punch. I don't know which one's, I mean, it's a guess anyway. Let's take out the one he was confidently swinging with, I guess. So War Behemoth. So if I double blocked, he would have gotten a kill there. Let's just pass again. I've used a lot of time, a lot more than my opponent. My opponent's got easier decisions to make, it would seem. Alright, so now he's got the first strike flyer, but at least I can kill the Bonkin. I think we just bounce it first, I guess. I think I swing with my morph. He blocks it. It's pretty surprising. I think I'm going to trade it. Not thrilled about that trade, but let's bounce his Bonkin. Pass. At least his Bonkin takes some, you know, concerted time and effort to make better. Luck Dragger's not bad either. All right, let's get in. I think this is our moment of trying to attack now. So we'll go Stalker, pass. Battle Priest. All right. So I guess we're going to Sultai Charm the Falconer. Plus Outlast. Now he's got that at his disposal, I guess. We have the Glacial Stalker, which helps. So I guess we can bring back a creature as well, which is pretty nice. Three cards left in our opponent's hand. My opponent's got too much removal to swing with anything besides the Surveyor, I think. I've used that much time. God, that makes me so angry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get back our witness and pass. So I'm just using too much time. Using too much time. So at least we'll force him to, I guess, use removal on the Muck Dragger. Got to be super conscious of the clock now. I'm just taking too much time. So next turn, let's already get ready for it. Guess we're going, guess Morph plus Smoke Teller. Maybe it's better just hard cast the Witness since he already knows about it. And I know he's got removal to take it out like Harsh Sustenance and Douse and Gloom. That might actually make more sense. All right. Let's go ahead and swing with Surveyor. Let's drop Witness Morph only because I can unmorph my Stalker now. That's a problem. Let's see. You can first strike kill that. My opponent's got too much removal. May not have a choice. Maybe I just take it this turn to start flipping stuff. Maybe just, well, swing at the flyer. God, behind on time again. So, I don't know how to play around my opponent's removal. I think my best odds are block with a ton of stuff. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. So we'll go this guy, Stalker, Archer. So let's say he removes my 4-power guy. I still have that. Maybe we just go everything. So 2, everything but my morph. I'm going to try that. All right. Wait. Jeez. He had kill shot in that deck too? My opponent's deck is absurd. Just absurd. Ah. Could not have asked for a more timely Rakshasa secret. Oh my god. Behind on time, by the way. Guess it's too dangerous to swing there still. If he draws one of his mini removal spells, he just kills us. Oh my god. Tightest match ever. Jesus. My heart is racing so fast right now, guys. You have no idea. That Rakshasa secret sideboard. My god. That was so close. All right. Well, we made it to the finals, so that's good news. All right. We'll see you in the finals.